Hey guys, it's me, and welcome to the first official episode of Nerd News. I don't have any flashy intro yet. I need to figure out how to do that. I'm going to do a big booming, thing in the opening. But basically, welcome to the news segment where I talk about whatever anime news or manga news or basically anything nerd related. Like, I did like animated movies or shit like that. So today's topic is going to be about Craig Mccracken's Reboots. And if you guys don't know, I don't need to explain who Craig Mccracken is because everybody, I'm pretty sure y'all know who that is. I'm going to assume my audience is smart enough, having grown up in the 90s, and y'all are nerds. You're all big anime cartoon fans. So you know who it is. But basically, Craig Mccracken is working on reboots for Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and for the Powerpuff Girls. Now, I should first preface this by saying I did not like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I know it's blasphemy and everybody hates me for it. In fact, I did not like any of the major cartoons except for the Powerpuff Girls. I found the rest of the shows to be extremely obnoxious. I did not like any of them. So, and everyone's like, well, you didn't like this show? No. If you can think of another cartoon besides the Powerpuff Girls, did not like it, did not watch it. Some of them were just because I never grew up with them and I never got into them, but some of them I've seen Courage, I've seen Dexter's Laboratory, I've seen, Samurai Jack. I've seen all of them basically, but the Powerpuff Girls is the only one I genuinely liked. But I can also understand why Foster's is getting a reboot, because it's a big name series. People loved it. It ran for 6 seasons. It's very popular, and then it's a show you can do a lot with. It's a show you can make a lot of stories with. It's like Toy Story in a way, where you don't need to necessarily stick to one set of characters, because you can pretty much it's an imagination. Well, I wouldn't say minefield because that would be bad. It's an imagination sandbox, basically, where you can just do whatever you want with it. And I can completely understand them rebooting that show. I'm not going to watch it, but on the other hand, I get. What I don't get is them rebooting the Powerpuff Girls. Not because I don't like it. I love that show. But because we just came off of the 2016 reboot, and for those of you who remember, that was horrid. Oh my god, that was so bad, and it was so painful. And some of the episodes were decent, but most of the episodes just sucked. They stripped everything out of that show that made it really, really good, and it was awful. So I don't understand why right after a previous reboot, why you'd want to make another one. I don't get that. But on one hand, I kind of understand, because it's Craig Mccracken is still writing, he's still working on shows. People liked it. It was a very popular concept, but like I said, at the same time, it was something that we just came off of a previous reboot. It sucked. People still aren't over it. We still haven't gotten that taste out of our mouths yet. And I seriously think that's going to affect the fan reaction to this show. I seriously think that people aren't going to be as warm to this show because we just came off with the last one. Also, I'm curious to know whether or not they're going to get the original actresses, because one thing that really pissed me and a lot of other people off is that Tara, E.G., and Kathy were not in the reboot. And I can kind of understand wanting a fresh set and the voices, but they weren't in the reboot at all, which seemed very, very weird to me. You'd at least think they were cast as different characters, because they're the OG Powerpuff Girls, so you'd want them to be somewhere in the show, but no. But anyway, that was nerd news. Powerpuff Girls reboot, Foster's Home reboot. I'm going to try to steer away from, every time something gets adopted, oh, this is getting adopted, that's getting adopted. I just thought this was very interesting. If you like this content, I also do anime shorts. I have a cooking segment. I have my Odyssey page is going up soon, where I'm going to do scripted content. I have a gaming channel, Miss Media Gaming, and that's it for this week, or this time, because I don't know how often these will come out, and I will see you in the next round of Nerd News.